Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Why I Need podcast. We're glad to have you here, and thank you all for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, like, share, and make sure you comment. We want to engage with you. We also want you to engage with us. So, if you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to drop it in the comment section, and we'll be responding to you shortly. We have an important guest joining us in the house tonight. And this brother has been doing, great things in the Nigeria community. I can't wait for him to share what he's currently doing with everybody out there. So without much ado, please welcome Ibrahim Ojerinde into the podcast. Welcome, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thank
How
you
you
very
Thank you,
much.
doing?
bro.
Thank you, Elvis. I'm doing well. I'm
Yeah.
excited to be here tonight. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for honoring our invitation. I'm glad you're here, and we're gonna dive into it. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Okay, thank you. So I am Ibrahim Ojerinde, a managing broker and the owner of IB Realtors. So at IB Realtors, what we do, our focus is to motivate, and we provide unparalleled services to individuals and family that are aspiring to buy a home. And we always ensure that their dream of being a homeowner becomes a reality by making sure we get them what they are looking for at their budget. We try to meet up with their budget. For our seller client, because we do both helping people to buy home and sell homes. So for our seller client, what we do, we use all our resources, the resources at our disposal, to make sure that we help them sell their home in a timely manner, and we ensure to get them a sales proceed that meet their expectation, if not more than their expectation. We've been doing this for over 4 years now, and IB Realtors is growing, and we are happy. Our clients are happy. So basically, we are doing well in the real estate business, and so pretty much that is that about our business. And we are happy to give more information if you have a particular question or uh, direction you want me to go.
All right, that's very good. I'm glad
Thank
business is
you.
growing.
Thank you.
And is this what you do full time, or do you have other things that you do out there?
Yes, currently this is what I've been doing full time, and I started in 2020, but 2021 is when I took it very, very serious because that's when I made my first sale. I think February 2021. So since then, I've been working hard, making sure I put smiles in the face of families. I mean, individual families. We don't we are single person or you are married, it doesn't matter. Whatever race you are, it doesn't matter. Your financial status, it doesn't matter to us. As long as we can get you a deal, we will get you a deal. So yeah, it's my full-time job, and I'm happy to be doing it, to be helping people.
Yeah, that's very important. It's important that you're putting smiles on people's faces out there, especially with all the challenges people are going through in this economy. So that's very important. It's very important. So
Thank you.
when you took the business as your full time job, when you started getting serious about it, how long did it take you to make your first sales from when you got your license to you made your first sales? How long did the process take?
Um, it took about 2 months and some weeks. So that is very unusual to be quite honest. Most of the time, it takes some people 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. In fact, some people a year. But I developed a strategies from the beginning. Like, I went in hungry. I don't mean hungry of stomach, but I mean like very determined, very focused. I know that me coming from another profession, nursing, to real estate, I have to be out there. I have to let people know what I'm doing because a lot of people were or they already tagged me as a registered nurse. So they whatever they are, if they see me flash anything, what comes to their mind right away is about nursing. So I had to go out of the box, which is, for example, I went to churches. I printed a lot of flyers, and I printed some flyers at work, and and I had to take it to churches, take it to masjid, take it to if there's any event centers, I'll take it there, put it on people's vehicles. And at one point, I even got somebody called me and said, "Hey, don't, why are you putting something on my car? Don't do that again." I'm so sorry. I was just trying, I put it on your car because I don't know if you might need my help and I'll be happy to help you. He said, "No, I don't need, I already have a house. Leave me alone." Da, da, da. Something like that. So, I had to be out there publishing myself. I'll talk about it on Facebook, Instagram, and anywhere I meet people, I try to introduce myself, let them know what I'm doing. Also, I have a great family. My brother happened to be the person that referred me to my first client, and the client, of course, they gave me a shot. I delivered for them, and they were very excited, and they referred me to the next person. So from there, the business started rolling, and I got more energetic, and I kept publishing myself as much as I can. So to answer your long story short, it took me 2 months and some weeks, about 2 weeks to approximately 2 weeks, maybe a day or after that, like, you know, 2 weeks and 2 months, 2 weeks and maybe one day, after 2 weeks. So 15 days, 16 days, 2 weeks and 2 months, 16 days, something like that.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
very impressive. That is very
Thank you.
impressive. Going
Thank you
from
so
not
much.
having the experience and then getting your license in 2 months, a little over 2 months after that, you were able to
Yes.
make your sales. I'm not trying to throw shades, but I do have a
No,
friend that's never made a sale since he got his license a very long time ago. I know it's difficult and he does other things and he's got a lot of things going on, but 2 months,
sure,
a little over 2 months, that's
sure.
very impressive. Did you ever regret leaving nursing? Do you miss nursing or being a registered nurse?
I don't regret because I'm still providing services to people. It's in so a lot of people don't think about this until they are in that position. Real estate is very emotional as well. From afar, you think, but when you are buying, when you are trying to sell, that's when you feel it because it involves a lot of cash. So your mind is like, oh man, I have to buy this. Or I hope this underwriter did not deny me. I hope this loan officer did not mess up. I hope this sale is in a good price. So as a realtor, as a real estate broker, your job is to make sure you balance the excitement versus the anxiety. Make sure the excitement overshadows the anxiety. So two things always it's involved when someone is trying to buy or sell: excitement and anxiety. So if you let that anxiety overshadows the excitement, you will be in trouble because the client will give you a hard time because it's not like they intentionally want to do that or she intentionally or he want to do that, but because that's what he or she is feeling. And if you as a broker, you don't know how to balance it. And when I say balance it, you are there for them whenever they need you. If they have any question, shed light to it. Make sure you are honest and you provide valuable information to that question, to that client. That way that person feels like, yeah, this is what I'm getting to, or this is what will happen in this situation. Otherwise, it will be a big problem because sometimes you see a realtor or you meet a client, they'll tell you they did not have very good experience. If you ask them why, they'll tell you maybe the real estate broker is not so responsive. Now, when you look at the monetary value, what they actually get, they might already got a good deal. However, the character of that real estate broker makes that person feel like, oh, I think this guy I'll call him, he won't pick call, or this woman I'll call her, she won't pick call. But when somebody actually do the math, they've already got a good deal. However, they didn't have good experience just because of no good communication. So that's why when people come to me or somebody talk to me about somebody is not doing well or this realtor is not, I always try to see practically what is the exact problem. Is it communication? Is it the deal? Or sometimes it might be the deal. Somebody may be so nice to you, responsive and everything, but they may not know how to negotiate. However, the client may not even think about anything. They feel like everything is perfect because they are so there. They pick up the phone. So, in essence, what I'm saying is this: it depends on how the whole transaction is going or how it's ended. That will determine the way the client and the person feels about the whole thing. So it's good for a realtor to kind of balance everything. Make sure you are giving your client good information and make sure they are assimilating it as much as possible. Excitement over anxiety all the time. Try to make sure that happens. Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. Excitement over anxiety. And I know we've all been there, whether you're buying, whether you're selling. You don't know if the deal is going to fall through. You don't know what the lender is going to ask from you again. Do I have this? Do I have that? Hey, I mean, I've done multiple deals where, in the last minute, the closing might get pushed out for a minute
Yeah.
for some reason or the other. But I do like the fact that you help your clients balance anxiety over excitement, or balance excitement over anxiety, and I like that. So I'll turn it over to Elvis for his input.
Hey, Mr. Brian, thank you, man. Welcome to our show.
Thank you,
We are
sir.
glad you are here. Just relax. There is no we are not on a job interview. This is just a conversation.
Sure.
Just ignore the camera in your front. Let us, just, talk as, friends, brothers.
Sure.
We're just having conversation.
Oh, sure.
Um, yeah, I can attest to what you just said. When you are buying a real estate, is the overall experience. Is not just about the deal, getting a good deal, but it's about how you are treated or how your realtor, the relationship between both of you, even after the deal. I still keep in touch with the person that helped us buy our house, and it's been a minute since 2017, and we still
Yes.
talk to tomorrow. And anything I want to do, if I want to do like anything, when I had my two children, I invited him for the namings and stuff like that. So he became part of the family. So I understand what you're saying about the overall experience, and that is really really important. And I like how you tie it back to being a registered nurse, and that is quite impressive. I guess my question would be, what is the motivation? Because a lot of times people pick up job, people pick out career, people pick out a business and say, hey, I want to focus on this thing, and sometimes it's because of something. So what is your motivation? What pushed you into real estate?
Yeah. So when I got my license, I bought my first home 2016. So after I wasn't married. A lot of people were like, "Why are you buying a home? Marriage should be the next." I was like, "Well, it's okay. Let me just buy this home. I mean, at least I have to report my income to IRS every year." And then my mentality was, if since I'm a registered nurse, no kids, no wife, and then I was still living with my parents. If I file my taxes, what am I going to tell the IRS? What am I spending my money on? I was thinking then that they might say I should pay back. I was like, no, instead of paying back, why don't I buy a house? And at least I can say I'm paying the mortgage. Nobody really sat me down and asked me why, like, I didn't, this is my first time actually even saying this out. Like, I did that for that reason because then I always say, well, I just want to buy. But in me, something is telling me you should be able to report something. You don't have kids, you don't have, wife and no dependents or anything. And then, you know, getting the money off our RN, it just feels like, oh, this is a big man because I left, I came from like first of all, I did a warehouse job, then I got a security job, and they only pay me like maybe $13 or something. And I became an RA and I was getting like $25. Then it was 25 in 2016. So anyway, it felt so big to me. I was like, let me buy a house. I bought a home at, West Side. I lived there for 4 years. While I was living in the house, I kept thinking about maybe I should look into real estate, but it wasn't strong. That motivation is just here and there. Okay. I decided after I got married, me and my wife decided we should upgrade. I borrowed 18,000 from the equity. I bought a home and we moved to that home. Then we sold that home and they gave me a check of $89,000. Now, when you look at today with inflation, with everything, 89,000, it's not like nobody has ever seen that money before. However, it eats you differently when they give you a check one time, like boom, take 89,000. The feeling is different from someone that has been saving it. You know what I mean? So I was like, hold on. If I can get 89,000 for living in a home, and if I had rented a house or apartment, I would have been paying as well. Okay, maybe I might not pay up to 1,200 because then my mortgage was 1,200. But this is very, interesting to me. So I told my wife, look, how about we use this money and buy another house? And she's a very good wife. She said, oh yeah, we can buy another one. We used that money. We used about 87,000. No, I'm sorry. The first home, 97,500. The second home, 82,900 at the east side. We bought one. Then I only have like maybe 5,000 or something left. I couldn't really furnish it then. No, like I couldn't remodel it the way I want. So I kind of waited a little bit, saved money. I renovated the house with 23,000. So that made around like 105. Okay. I refinanced the house for 143,000. I almost got all my money back. I only lost about maybe 4,000 into the transaction. So I felt like, hold on, if I can get now, they give me check again of like 90 something. I can't remember the exact number, 90 something. So I only lost about 4,009 something like that. It was so like intriguing and like, hold on, this is how people do it. So I went to Facebook, YouTube to start looking at, okay, so if I do this now, what can I do again? Okay, I can buy another house. Then I started looking for something similar, but I couldn't find something similar because then houses, then it was cheaper then, maybe because of around that we haven't really, the COVID hasn't been strong then. It's like this and this, the COVID wasn't that tough. But later on, when they dropped the rate, market went up and I couldn't find something similar like that for that price range. So I had to buy a normal house. So when I bought that normal house, I rent it out, I make some money, the cash flow. So anyway, the whole thing of like you buy a house, they give you money back, you refinance, you get almost all your money back. I was like, okay, this is a good business. So what can I do to show people that this is how you can actually get a home and get an equity and refinance or flip the house? Or though I didn't flip, but because of that experience, I learned different stuff from other people that are doing what I haven't even done, I'm thinking I might be able to do in the future. But it was just clicking like, okay, I need to show people how this thing can be done. Because a lot of people then at my age, they don't buy a home until they are married. And I bought a home a year after, no, sorry, a year after I got married. That's when I sold the home and I made that money. So I'm like, everyone that I have any opportunity to come across or, meet in an event or somewhere, I'll let them know that you don't have to get married. You can buy a home, stay there for a while, and you are not stuck. Because we always have this mindset of when you buy a home, you are stuck. Now people they are losing up a little bit. But before it used to be like, don't buy the house. So if you buy the house now, you are, So I was really very energetic and like ready to talk to people about, no, buy the house. make that money. You can do anything you want. Of course, some people will tell me, hey, you should have gone to Dubai and have fun and everything and come back and whatever is left. But I'm a I'm a goal-driven guy. I didn't go any vacation. I used the money on real estate. So anyway, that set me up where now I have multiple properties I'm not even doing normal rentals anymore. I do temporary housing. So, but we can talk about that later.